come out of this comfort zone when you expect something big in life. When you think your existence is for some reason. When you are living for a purpose. When you have a goal. Remember, a legion becomes a legion not just because they don't just work hard, but they sacrifice. They don't sleep at night, but they work. They don't choose comfort, but they opt to hustle. They don't work in a hurry, but they show patience. They don't bother about money, but they focus on learning. They don't think of instant success, but they are driven by consistency. Everyone is facing the pressure of achieving success instantly. We think we can fix things quickly, but we can't. Everyone has to face the pressure of rejections. And when rejection becomes repetitive, it becomes harsher, it causes more pain, it creates more problem. And you end up giving up. While struggling, every new try, every new step brings failures with it. When you choose achievements, and what you get is failure. You get bound to the thought of achievements, of winning, of success, of being number one. When you think of ruling the world, thinking of being the best, thinking that there is no match for you. But when you face the reality and failures, rejection, losses, setbacks, downfalls, disappointments, you get broken into pieces. The moment before you were on a high, thinking that you can make it, you can win, you can achieve it, but a small failure discourages you, makes you feel like a loser, makes you think you are nothing, and makes you think you don't deserve success. There is one truth which everyone faces in their life, that is winning success, being number one, and achievements will be attained by the person who faces challenges, who faces hurdles, who hustle, who does not give up easily, who says, I am not done yet, and who tries one more time even after failing. When difficult conditions make you break down, when you struggle, when you don't feel resistance, when setbacks are repetitive, when you feel it is not easy, then you should know that you have started doubting yourself and you are close to disbelief within you. When you get stuck in a situation where you don't trust anyone, not even you too, at this moment, you have to take out yourself out of this illusion of not finding value within you. Then you have to remind your power, your strength, your positivity, your resilience, your courage, your willpower, your grit, and your fortitude. Failures will overcome you and they will make you lose focus. They will try to distract you many times, but it will be you who has to be rigid, who has to be firm, and who has to stay strong with the goal of life. When you are going through hell and you don't know which step to bring forward, you are standing on the boundaries of failure, then it is your focus that keeps you intact, that keeps you motivated, that keeps you moving, that keeps you alive, and that keeps you in action. Your focus matters, brother. It matters a lot when you are running for a purpose in life. And what you see is just your aim, your target, your goal, your dream, your objective, your mission in life. Then you don't walk blindfolded towards everything. Then every glittering thing does not become your focus, but you walk slowly and steadily towards your goal. You don't feel like hurry, you carry patience. You don't feel disheartened, but you carry hope. You don't feel high, but you carry experience. And when you don't feel a novice, but you carry knowledge. When you fall several times, and the thought of giving up comes every time in you, you think of surrendering yourself to defeat. But even then, there is one thing fixed inside your mind, your thought, your idea, your vision is not to bend down in front of failures, but to rise high, to challenge problems, to face them eye to eye, and to keep walking, keep moving, keep climbing, keep running, keep fighting till you win. While doing so, consistency matters. When you fail, but you don't give up hard work, you don't give up hope, you don't give up belief, you don't give up determination, and you stay consistent in your work and believe that failures may pull you down, but you will rise high. You will not quit. You will not say, I give up. You will not put yourself in front of failures and surrender towards them. During a hard time, a difficult period, when you find yourself alone in a crowded place, when no one gives you a shoulder to share your pain, and the surrounding makes you feel like giving up. In this phase of life, you should not surrender to failures, but you should face them, push them back, throw them out, remove the fear within them, and look into their eyes. It is the period when time tests your courage. It wants to see whether you face the challenge or step back. It wants to test your endurance, whether you fight or surrender. It wants to see your courage, whether you take the risk of winning or not. When you fall down but rise again, when you feel it is hard but keeps working, when you feel low but maintain consistency, then you have to remember that while hustling, you will fall many times. You will feel pain, you will suffer hundreds and thousands of times, but in all these moments, one thing is sure: your suffering, your pain, your struggle will end when you don't stop trying. When you give yourself one more chance, a new hope, a new start. Whenever you feel like giving up, feels that there is no meaning in your life and negativity surrounds you, and you have to focus on your goal, your aim, your target, your dream, and remind yourself of the purpose of your life. You have to wake yourself from the sleep of failures and remember that you are made for a purpose, that you are meant to succeed, that your life has meaning. Brother, everyone fails in life, But failure is not final. Failures happen when you stop trying, when you stop giving yourself one more chance, when you accept defeat among challenges and difficulties, when you say no to hustle and setbacks, when you surrender yourself in front of problems, when you accept that you cannot fight further and declare yourself a loser. But when you keep trying, when you keep getting up again, when you keep challenging failures, when you keep struggling with setbacks, when you keep fighting difficulties, then no one can declare you as a failure or a loser. It is you who has to raise your hand when failure asks, "Who will hustle with me?" You have to stand tall when you are called the loser and say, "Let's fight again." You have to face setbacks when they say you are afraid of them.